one way to organize all of our different outcomes that we could have in an experiment is using a tree diagram. This is helpful when we have a multi-stage experiment, so something more than two different stages in the experiment, but the stages don't have that many individual outcomes themselves. They're limited in the number that they have. So we're going to work through an example here with a campus cafeteria setup, where you're at the cafeteria for lunch, and for the main course, you have a choice of a hot dog, burger, or pizza. And then for a drink, there's a choice of milk, water, or soda. And then lastly, for dessert, there's a choice of ice cream or cake. And what we want to know is how many ways could you select a meal at this cafeteria, and what are those different possible lunches that you could have. So we can organize this by creating a tree diagram. So at the top, I'm just going to label this as lunch. And now I'm going to think about what is that first decision that has to be made. Well, the first decision that I see here is the main course. And they have 3 different options for the main course. So that means from my starting point, I am going to branch off to these 3 different options that we have. So the first option was the hot dog, so that's what I'm going to label this first one. And then we have burger or pizza. And now, whatever one was chosen, it doesn't matter, but they're now going to have to make the decision on milk, water, or soda for their drink. So anyone that chose hot dog, well, they're going to have to branch off with these 3 different drink options. So we're going to have 3 branches coming off from the hot dog. For the milk, water, and soda. But the same thing for anyone that may have chosen the burger, they need to branch off for their drink options as well. And lastly, anyone that chose pizza, they need to make decisions on their drink. And now, lastly, we have one more decision that needs to be made, and that is what type of dessert that they want, ice cream or cake. So now from all of these drink options that we have branched off from, we need to branch off 2 more times. So we're going to branch off for ice cream and cake. So now this is essentially what our tree diagram here would look like. And the nice thing with this is we can follow any path on this, and it will give us a possible outcome of this experiment. So suppose someone decided to choose burger, and then they chose milk, and then cake. This is one particular path, so this is telling us a possible outcome in this experiment, one of our outcomes in our sample space. We could also have someone that chose hot dog, water, and then ice cream. And that is another possible outcome in our sample space. The nice thing with the tree diagram is each branch is a different outcome of the tree diagram or of the experiment. So what we can do is count up all of the last n branches to get our total number of different outcomes. So we can count up all of the n branches on the last time we branch off, the ice cream and cakes, and that will tell us our number of outcomes. So if we do that, we can see that there's 6 in each of the 3 sets. So 6 times 3 gives us 18. So we have 18 different lunches that they could choose from. And a little bit here to emphasize on why they are all unique. If I pick a random end branch one here, say this cake that I just highlighted in purple, if I follow that up, it is only going to coordinate to one specific outcome. So that cake goes with this specific soda and this specific burger. So it only works with that burger, soda, cake path. So each of these last branches, they're all unique, different outcomes.